What gets you out of bed each morning, commuting to work in the rain or freezing cold? Is it the applause of others, or is there a force inside us pushing us forward? Understanding what truly motivates us can transform not only the way we work, but the way we live. Motivation is complex, isn't it? We all know that success comes from some combination of intrinsic and extrinsic factors, but what exactly are these forces, and how do they shape our lives? Are they opposing forces, or can they work together to fuel our progress? Let's reflect for a moment. What motivates you more, passion or praise? When you set a goal, what drives you to reach it? Is it the satisfaction of personal growth or the recognition you receive from others? Which holds more weight in your life, intrinsic or extrinsic motivation? The truth is, both are essential. Intrinsic motivation keeps us connected to our passions and dreams, while extrinsic rewards give us the momentum to keep going. But when our basic needs are threatened, like worrying about bills, can we afford to focus on passion and growth? I started my current role right before COVID hit in 2020, and my mentor handed me a book that forever changed the way I view motivation. Drive: The Surprising Truth About What Motivates Us by Daniel Pink. This book gave me a powerful lens to understand how both intrinsic and extrinsic motivators shape our performance and satisfaction. Extrinsic motivation is all about external rewards, the carrot and stick approach. Think of financial incentives, recognition, or the avoidance of punishment. While they give us a quick push, they often don't lead to long-term fulfillment. Sure, they help us hit short-term goals, but at what cost to our inner joy and sense of accomplishment? Now let's flip to intrinsic motivation. This is the internal fuel that comes from within. It's about working on something meaningful, something that aligns with your values and passions. Daniel Pink identifies three powerful elements that feed intrinsic motivation: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. When we're intrinsically motivated, we engage with our work because we care about the process. So, does this mean extrinsic rewards are bad? Not necessarily. They can be helpful for tasks that don't demand creative thinking or innovation. But misusing them, especially in creative tasks, can actually diminish intrinsic motivation. Let's break down the three pillars of intrinsic motivation, according to Pink. First up, autonomy: the freedom to direct our own lives. Autonomy is all about having control over the work we do, the choices we make, and how we manage our time. When we have the ability to make decisions and take ownership of our work, we feel more motivated. Personally, when I started my role, I had the autonomy to define my own job description. The flexibility to shape it based on my strengths kept me engaged, even when the stress was high. I had the freedom to experiment and fail, and that made all the difference. How much autonomy do you have in your life or work? Do you feel empowered to make decisions and take charge of your projects? If not, how could more autonomy change your motivation? Next is mastery: the desire to get better at something that truly matters to us. Mastery isn't about perfection. It's about challenging ourselves to improve bit by bit every day. Mastery requires balance. Tasks should stretch us, but not overwhelm us. Think about something you've worked on that's just beyond your current skill level. It's frustrating at first, right? But that frustration is where growth happens. True mastery comes when we push ourselves out of our comfort zones again and again. What's something you're working on right now to grow and find mastery? Whether it's learning a new skill or tackling a personal project, mastery is a continuous pursuit. Finally, purpose: the sense that our work serves something greater than ourselves. Whether it's a cause, a mission, or a community, purpose gives everything we do meaning. Think about your work. Does it contribute to a bigger purpose? Do you feel like you're making a difference or aligning with your values? If you're unsure, you may find your motivation waning. Purpose is one of the most powerful motivators. People in creative or socially driven fields often report higher fulfillment because their work is part of a greater mission. 5 years ago, I transitioned into a leadership role in healthcare operations, stepping out of my comfort zone as a clinician. I didn't take a pay raise, but I saw the value in applying what I'd learned in grad school and demonstrating how a guinea pig role could create value. Was it intrinsic motivation that drove me, or was it the extrinsic reward of recognition and growth in this new role? Maybe it was both. The satisfaction of solving problems fueled me, but the recognition of my value pushed me forward. So, as you think about motivation in your own life, ask yourself, what really drives you? Is it the external rewards, the trophies, the recognition? Or is it the joy of growth, the satisfaction of mastery, and the pursuit of purpose? Motivation, in all its forms, fuels success. The key is knowing what drives you and finding the balance that works for you. Until next time, stay curious, stay motivated, and remember, the journey is just as important as the destination.